So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction, man. Listen, I was like, all right, we need to see some craziness, right? So this video here is what a man filmed in India shocked the world. Let's check it out.
No way. Oh my God!
India is sure a land full of mysteries. There are floating villages, cryptid alien creatures, suicidal birds, cursed witches, and whatnot. Stay with us when a man in India filmed whole world. Alien walking on bridge. People in Jharkhand city of India were shocked to their core when they spotted this mysterious creature wandering alone in the middle of the night on a
We still have yet to figure out what this is.
newly constructed bridge. This eerie encounter,
Even the way it turned to its side is creepy.
with either an alien or a ghost, left the people dumbfounded, and the clip made several rounds on social media. The clip was filmed in a small city known as Hazaribagh in the Indian state of Jharkhand, and whoever spotted this creature on the road was horrified by the tall, straight, weird man. Bat-like creature. Looking like a bat and squirrel mixed together, this creature freaked out the man filming by the way it looks. The footage shows a creature struggling to flee the scene that captured a lot of attention. Upon investigation, it was found out that this isn't a new species. It's called by the name flying lemur or kalugo. They are found in Southeast Asia and grow to 40 centimeters in height. These creatures can't fly, but only glide from one tree to another and are known to be tree-dwelling creatures.
I don't even care if you knew it was a lemur. You see that thing jump out of a tree at night, bro, you are losing your mind. You're jumping out of your body. I don't care. I don't care.
Strange figure in sky. Imagine spending a night out just to gaze at the stars, when you suddenly see a man-like figure in the sky. This strange figure spotted was slowly descending from the sky. At one point, it went far away from the site and landed at an unknown location. At first, it was thought to be a balloon of some kind, or a drone, but was ruled out as the airport is nearby. Hovering broom. This footage that is going viral shows a broomstick stationary in the sky. It was hanging high in between the clouds horizontally, with no discernible cords or anything to keep it in the air. Is it an actual flying broom from Hogwarts? Or maybe left behind and forgotten by an Indian witch? As the guy making the video tried his best to investigate the sighting, he sure captured the moment, but couldn't explain what or how it happened.
I'm laughing because, you know, you walk outside of your home, excuse me, and you see that. I'm walking out, I'm looking, I'm like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this today, bro. You look up in the sky and you just see a floating broom. I'm not dealing with this. I'm going back inside, man. I'm not dealing with this, no.
Witch in the black. This is probably the same witch who forgot her broom. This cameraman, while filming this figure, heard a terrifying voice cry out, "I am a witch." Instead of fleeing, the cameraman zooms in on the figure, who is holding what appears to be a staff. The witch ducks into a cave, and the cameraman bravely, or maybe stupidly, follows her inside. The witch tells the man that her husband is a demon, and that she has children with him. Mysterious creatures. This has to be it. That one clip that isn't blurry and clearly shows that there are extraterrestrials living among us. The creatures in this caught on camera seem to have dinosaur-like bodies, having long tails, heightened spines, and
Why they creeping like they about to go perform a B&E? Like, why are they creeping?
pointed heads. Aside from that, they also have slight resemblance to humans. These mysterious creatures are rushing across a frozen river along the ice, with their arms hanging before them. I surely wouldn't want to cross paths or bump into them. Glowing demon in woods. It's definitely not safe to be in the woods at night, whether it be wild animals or demons such as this. The footage shows a mysterious, pale, crouched figure creeping through the woods, winding its way through the trees, and then disappearing into the darkness out of frame. It resembles a human, but it seems to radiate a strange glow around it. As we know that no human can move that fast, this makes it some type of forest demon. Huge snake captured. Snakes can definitely scare everyone, but the manner of dealing with one is where fight or flight comes in. Of all the creatures, capturing a snake can be dangerous, especially when done without using any proper tools. But this guy would seem to disagree, as he grabs the snake using nothing but his bare hands, making it look easy. It's not just that the snake could be poisonous, but it looks like 10 feet long, big enough to feed on human-sized prey. The clip ends with some of his companions holding the snake. Hopefully, the snake was properly moved to a secure location. Stalked by Bigfoot. Imagine you're being stalked by a mysterious creature as you're taking a hike and only finding out when it's too close. The hiker in the clip, after spotting someone stalking him, started recording when he notices something in the shadows under the tree. The clip shows a few branches shaking, followed by a loud roar. At this point, the hiker drops his camera and flees for his life. Jatinga Bird Mystery. This is probably the saddest mystery yet to be uncovered. Jatinga is a small, scenic village in Assam that is famous for its sudden bird death mystery. It's a natural phenomenon no one has been able to explain. Every year, between September to November, hundreds of migratory birds passing through this village just drop out of the sky. There are numerous theories among the locals, where some believe that the birds commit suicide, or are—
I was just about to say that. Like, you got a bunch of suicidal birds. Like, what's causing that? No. Because if we was watching a horror film, that would mean something significant. Birds just start randomly dropping out the sky. No. That would mean something significant, and it's never good at all.
Are killed by spirits in the sky. This has now gotten the attention of many scientists around the world to investigate and bust this 100-year mystery. Eyeless fish. Another unexplained mystery. Fishermen caught this alien-looking creature, which is probably one of the most terrifying things captured. It's safe to say that this is one of those hair-raising moments for the fishermen, as they really—
Yeah, y'all keep swimming in these random lakes and stuff, and this right here is what's gonna grab your ankle.
Didn't expect to see such a hideous creature when they went out to fish. It is unlike any other animal anyone ever came across. Aside from no eyes, it has sharp, needle-like teeth that protrude from its jaw. Nothing short of an alien from a horror film, apparently. Hillbilly goat. Deformed or a result of mutation, no one has a clue about this bizarre-looking goat. It has somewhat human-like facial features, while the rest of its body is that of a goat. Instead of the normal snout, the goat's lips seem to bend upward, forming a pout on its face. This terrified the whole village and the internet upon going viral on social media. Now, the facial look of this creature is either due to some illness, birth defect, or perhaps an experiment gone terribly wrong. Cocoon trees.
I hope that's not an experiment, bro, because that's just foul.
Now, what might have caused the trees to look ghostly and shrouded? It's from spider webs. The cocoons or webs started appearing around the tree in a farm of a small village after a massive flood. The flood drove millions of spiders and cocoons, making insects latch onto the nearby trees and developing their cocoons all around the trees like a covering. At first, it might seem like a disaster, but it was a blessing in disguise. The increased presence of spiders on the trees reduced the mosquitoes in the area, according to locals. The timing couldn't be better, as there was plenty of breeding ground in the stagnant water for the mosquitoes. Motorcycle worship. This comes as no surprise, as we know Indian folk have many deities, the craziest of which is this motorcycle. Bullet Baba Temple is a 300cc motorcycle which is situated 45 kilometers away from Jodhpur city and is worshipped by the people for their safe journey. The clip shows how ceremonial and sacred it is for these people. In 1998, when a dead local was found with his bike in a ditch, The authorities impounded the vehicle, but it vanished overnight. It was later found back in the same ditch. This led to the belief that the ride was helping injured or stranded passengers, and hence they erected a temple. Eternal Flame Temple. This bizarre mystery is rather more useful than most. Unlike other temples, Jowali-ji doesn't have a statue or an image, but a constantly burning flame that seems to come from the rocks. It is believed to be burning for centuries, even after several attempts were made to extinguish it. The legend has it that Satit, granddaughter of Lord Brahma and wife of Lord Shiva, had her tongue fall, which can now be seen in the form of the flame. Scientists and geologists have made efforts to uncover the source of this flame, but have failed to find any answers. Lonar Lake. We all see a massive meteorite hitting Earth and leaving a huge crater there in movies. Well, here in India, some 50,000 years ago, people actually witnessed it. The Lonar crater is the youngest and best preserved impact crater formed in basalt rock, and is the only of its kind on our whole planet. It was formed by a gigantic, massive meteor that crashed into Earth at an incredible speed of 56,000 miles per hour, some 500 centuries ago. It is located in present-day Buldana district of Maharashtra. It was called Lonar Crater, but over time, the jungle took over the crater and turned it into a peaceful, emerald green lake. The lake is now home to a unique ecology and beautiful landscape. Floating National Park, Loktak Lake. It is actually the largest freshwater lake in northeast India and is home to unique floating islands called Fumdis. They are solid, circular masses of land made up of thickened vegetation, soil, and organic matter. It feels a bit spongy to walk on, as if you're treading on a trampoline. Must be great. Anyway, most of the mass of Fumdis lies below the water surface, and during the dry season, the living roots of the islands reach the lakebed to get nutrients. Like freckles on a face, there are thousands of Fumdis scattered on the Loktak Lake, and it's home to vast aquatic life. The Lost Gibbon. Kalia was one of the gibbons that was lost during a migration, so she ended up becoming a part of a village in India. It was a western Hulak gibbon who lived in the forests of northeast India. This stray mammal adopted many families, and not the other way around. She also used to welcome the guests in the village by sitting on their shoulders. It is said that everyone loved to have her around. She was a constant part of many individuals' childhood stories. People fed her with bananas and biscuits. She also conducted a hygiene check by searching for head lice, and had access to all the houses for food. But all that glitters is not gold. Kalia was killed by an individual as she bit the hand of his child. The villagers still mourn, and in her memory, the Forest Department of Assam declared 14th of January as National Hulak Gibbon Day. Drinking cow urine.
You have to remember, man, these animals got temperaments just like us, bro. That's what I was thinking about with those king cobras. Yeah, they may be cool right now, but what happens when one day somebody does something and it snaps at them and is successful at biting somebody? It's the thing you gotta always remember, bro.
Ganges River Dolphin. The Ganges River Dolphin lives in the water of this sacred river. They have an elongated, slender snout with sharp and very pointed teeth. They are 7 to 8 feet long and can live up to 33 years. An issue has been raised by local authorities for marine rights that they are dying due to pollution. I hope some steps are taken for their preservation. A Temple of Monkeys. In Rajasthan, the monkeys are abundant and are everywhere, so the Rajasthani public gave a temple to them. This temple is linked to them as the Hindu Lord Hanuman had looked similar to a monkey. The male monkeys guard the temple while the female rules. It is said that Lord Hanuman defeated evil, and the monkeys are therefore considered sacred. Pilgrims worship by feeding them food. Insane facial dysform. An Indian man suffering from a severe facial deformity, which leaves him in constant pain. After several attempts and surgeries on having this deformity removed, he gave up. This tumor has not only affected his self-esteem, but he is also unable to eat or talk properly. He lives alone inside a remote village just outside Lucknow, in Uttar Pradesh, northern India. He suffers from severe neurofibromatosis and hates to look in the mirror. Mr. Lal has attempted surgery in the past, most recently 10 years ago, but nearly bled to death, and doctors told him to never try it again if he wanted to live. Girl weds dog. We have another incident, which is also going to shock your soul. A case came forward in Jharkhand where a girl named Mang...
Okay, I think I've seen it all at this point. How did we get here? How did we get here? I'm just so lost. So lost. So lost. Somebody help me.
Mangli Munda was married to a stray dog as the pandit declared her unfit for marriage. She was declared to be possessed by dark energy. In common language, we can say that she was demonized. And to end the possession, she was asked to marry a dog. Now that's...
Dog sitting there like Marshawn Lynch. Just here so I don't get fined.
It's a crazy one. National Highway 22, India. Deadly tunnels, high cliffs, narrow paths, and sharp turns all contribute to making this road an extremely difficult one to drive on. The road is carved out of a huge mountain and is very susceptible to accidents. Only experts are advised to drive on the road. The 350-mile highway runs from Sunbarsa in Bihar to Chandwa in Jharkhand and provides extremely scenic and beautiful sights that leave everyone speechless. But if you're afraid of heights, then you should avoid looking down. The road also lacks guardrails, and you'll be exposed to a huge drop of over 100 meters. The best way to avoid the dangers of this road is to not travel over it, but the views might make you change your mind despite the high risk index. The scenery is breathtaking, no doubt about that, but a small mistake will cease your breathing forever. So be careful if you ever go on a trip through NH22.
Like a motorcycle would be the only thing. And then it would have to be life-threatening reasons why I got to get across that bridge. That's the only way.
Our Fort, India. Out of all of the out-of-bounds places on Earth, the mystery around Bangarh Fort is the most intriguing. It has allegedly been called the most haunted place in India, and perhaps the greatest unsolved mystery. It goes like this. Emperor Madho Singh built the city and the fort after asking permission from Guru Balu Nath, who was a religious Hindu devotee. It was his meditation place. The Guru gave permission on one condition. The shadow of the emperor's palace should never touch him. But it did, and thus...
Did he say the shadow? He said the shadow, right?
...place. The Guru gave permission on one condition. The shadow of the emperor's palace should never touch him. But it did, and thus started the curse. Foreigners are not allowed to visit the place, and the legend around this place got so famous that the officials had to ban the place from visiting from sunset to sunrise, which means you can only visit it during daylight.
That's a different level of petty. When you don't even want the shadow to touch you, bro. That's next level petty.
Lion-tailed macaws. You might have seen monkeys and lions, but what if I tell you we have an animal species in India, which is a monkey, but with a lion tail? The lion-tailed macaw is a unique Indian animal, which was captured by this guy blocking the roads. Yep, look at that whole family wandering here and there. Today's open discussion is footage captured by a man who was curious about a squeaking sound that was coming from behind the cars in a parking lot. He was filming the whole incident but couldn't find anything. Finally, when he was about to just let it all go, his camera caught the glimpse of a creature never before seen. At first, we were unsure about the clip, but the fact that this creature had a shadow and a reflection falling on the red car made us think otherwise. There are many freaky things that we don't know about, and I'm sure now that this is one of such things. Marriage to a tree. Do you remember the wedding of Miss World Aishwarya Rai? Well, she was declared to be Mangalik. Mangalik is a person who has a worrisome future. They mostly don't match.
I retract my earlier statement, right? Now I've seen it all.
And are mentioned to cause the death of their partner. Don't worry though, there's a solution to this problem. Marry a tree. It is said that all worries will be swept away, as Lord Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu will protect the Mangalik. Lord Brahma lives in tree roots. Lord Shiva is said to live in tree leaves, and Lord Vishnu lives in the trunk of the tree. So marrying a tree will ward off all evil. Spider residing in woman's ear. Well, we all know that India is full of mysterious things, and this one will surely blow your mind. A woman in India was admitted with a severe headache. It was unbearable, so the doctors decided to have a look. But they started from the ear, where they found this tiny jumping spider living in the woman's ear. Could you imagine a spider would be living in your ear? Well, at least it made me feel pain. Asthma.
Bro, he's probably got all kind of webs and everything. Done brought food and just thinking about that make you sick.
Cure. India is the 5th most air polluted country in the world, and this results in breathing problems, including the major one named asthma. People all over the world use inhalers and nebulizers. But in India, everything has a different treatment. The person is supposed to swallow the whole fish for quick treatment. Fraternal polyandry. India has many controversial traditions like any country would have, but one of them will shake you to the core. In the small village of Dehradun, there is a custom where a girl marries her brothers. She is the wife of all of them. According to the women, it feels awkward initially, but they never have favoritism for any brother. Well, in Hindu religious books, it is mentioned that Draupadi, the daughter of the king of Pancha, was married to her 5 brothers. And that is where this tradition came from. Thank you for watching the video. And if you guys found it interesting, I would much appreciate it if you comment down.
Oh, this was interesting for sure. For sure. I think we seen a woman marry a dog, a tree, and this is no disrespect, you know what I mean? Because if that's your beliefs, then that's your beliefs. I support you, you know what I mean? But it's definitely shocking to see and hear, you know, because that's not something we're accustomed to. If I told you right now, walked up to you, you'd think I was crazy if I told you a woman married a dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely shocking. But y'all get at me in the comment section because y'all may have already been aware of some of this stuff and know some stuff even crazier. So load it up in the comment section. All right, it's your boy L. Stick around and stay tuned, man. Until the next reaction, I'm gone. Peace.